Are you tired of that sinking feeling at the airport check-in counter, the one where you pray your suitcase isn't just over the limit? Airlines make a fortune from overweight baggage fees, often catching travelers off guard. But what if you could avoid those hefty charges forever? Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on airline baggage secrets and giving you practical, proven strategies to save your money and your sanity. Get ready to travel smarter, lighter, and without the fear of unexpected fees. Airlines aren't just being difficult with baggage rules. They're running a business. Overweight bags cost them more in fuel and handling, but the fees they charge often far exceed these costs, becoming a significant profit center. It feels like a penalty for simply packing what you need for your trip. The rules themselves are a major part of the problem. They vary wildly between airlines, routes, and even ticket classes. One airline might allow 23 kilos, another 20 kilos, and a third might charge a flat fee per bag regardless of weight, then add an overweight fee on top. It's a confusing maze designed to benefit the airline if you don't navigate it perfectly. Budget airlines are notorious for strict enforcement and high fees. They often rely heavily on ancillary revenue like baggage fees. They weigh everything, including carry-ons, and gate agents are often incentivized to catch violations. This creates stress and panic for travelers just trying to get to their destination. Understanding this system is the first step to beating it. It's not just about packing less, it's about understanding the game. Whether you're a seasoned frequent flyer or planning your annual vacation, these rules apply to you. Don't let airlines profit from your lack of information. Avoiding overweight fees starts long before you reach the airport. It begins with smart planning and packing at home. This proactive approach is the most effective way to ensure you stay within limits and avoid last-minute stress. Think of it as strategic travel preparation. Start by checking your specific airline's baggage allowance for your route and ticket type. Don't guess or rely on past experience. Rules change frequently. Look for both checked baggage weight limits and carry-on size and weight limits. Note down the exact numbers. Next, make a realistic packing list based on your trip duration and activities. Lay out everything you think you need. Then, go through it critically. Can items serve multiple purposes? Do you really need 3 pairs of heels or 5 heavy sweaters? Be ruthless in cutting unnecessary items. Consider the weight of your suitcase itself. Some modern suitcases are significantly lighter than older models. A heavy suitcase eats into your allowance before you even put anything in it. Investing in lightweight luggage can pay off over time, especially for frequent travelers. Packing cubes are your friend. While they don't reduce weight, they compress clothes and help you organize efficiently. This allows you to see exactly how much space items take up and can prevent overpacking by making your bag look fuller than it is. It's about maximizing space within the weight limit. Showing up at the airport hoping for the best is a recipe for disaster and expensive fees. You need to know your bag's weight before you leave for the airport. This gives you time to adjust and avoid panic-induced decisions that cost money. It's a simple, practical step that makes a huge difference. The most reliable method is using a dedicated luggage scale. These are small, portable devices you can use at home or even pack for your return trip. They are relatively inexpensive and provide an accurate weight reading. Hook it onto your bag handle, lift, and get the number. If you don't have a luggage scale, a standard bathroom scale can work for checked bags. First, weigh yourself. Then, weigh yourself holding your packed suitcase. Subtract your weight from the combined weight to get the bag's weight. This method is less precise but gives you a good estimate. For carry-on bags, bathroom scales work well too. Just place the bag directly on the scale. Remember to check the carry-on weight limit, as these are often much lower than checked bag limits. Don't assume carry-ons are exempt from weight rules. Many airlines, especially budget carriers, strictly enforce them. Another option is using scales at your accommodation before heading to the airport. Many hotels have scales in their gyms or even in some rooms. Be discreet if using a public gym scale. Hostels often have communal scales available for traveler use. it's worth asking at the front desk. While not perfectly accurate, luggage apps can provide a rough estimate based on bag size and how full it is. Use these as a preliminary check, but always try to get a more precise measurement before leaving. The goal is to avoid surprises at the check-in counter. Knowing your weight empowers you. Airlines typically have different rules and allowances for checked bags, carry-on bags, and personal items. This structure provides a loophole for savvy travelers. By strategically distributing weight across these different categories, you can often stay within limits without leaving essentials behind. It's about playing by the rules, but bending them slightly in your favor. Your personal item is your secret weapon. This is usually defined as a small bag that fits under the seat in front of you, like a purse, laptop bag, or small backpack. Airlines rarely weigh personal items, focusing instead on size and whether they fit the under-seat requirement. This is where you can stash some of your heaviest items. Think about dense, heavy items that take up little space: books, electronics, laptops, tablets, cameras, chargers, heavy jewelry, or even dense toiletries, though be mindful of liquid rules. These are perfect candidates for your personal item bag. Transfer them from your checked bag or carry-on. Wearing your heaviest clothes is a classic effective strategy. Bulky sweaters, jackets, heavy jeans, and boots can add significant weight to your luggage. Wear them onto the plane instead. Layer up if necessary, even if you shed layers once you're through security or on the plane. Fashion takes a back seat to saving money. Utilize the pockets in the clothes you're wearing. Stuff smaller, heavy items like chargers, adapters, or even small books into jacket pockets. Just remember to take them out before going through security screening. This is another way to shift weight off your official baggage allowance. If traveling with a companion, coordinate your packing. If one person is under the weight limit and the other is over, shift some items to the lighter bag. Airlines usually pool the allowance for people on the same booking, but it's safer to distribute items physically between bags. This requires teamwork, but can save both of you money. Beyond the official rules, there are nuances in how airlines operate and opportunities at the airport itself that can help you avoid fees. These aren't guaranteed, but they are practical strategies that have worked for many travelers. It's about being prepared and knowing your options. Some airlines, particularly full-service carriers, may show leniency for small overages, 1 to 2 kilos, if you are polite and the check-in agent is having a good day. This is never guaranteed, especially with budget airlines, but being friendly and not acting stressed or suspicious can sometimes help. Don't expect it, but be open to the possibility. Know the difference between check-in agents and gate agents. Check-in agents handle your checked baggage and are the primary point for weighing. Gate agents focus on carry-on size and weight, especially on budget airlines. If your checked bag is slightly over, the check-in agent is your hurdle. If your carry-on is the issue, it's the gate agent. Duty-free bags are often exempt from carry-on limits. After you go through security, anything purchased in the airport shops, including duty-free, is usually allowed as an extra bag. You can buy a small, inexpensive item, like a bottle of water or a snack, and get a duty-free bag. Then, discreetly transfer some items from your carry-on into the duty-free bag. This is a legitimate way to carry a few extra items. Consider using a travel jacket with many pockets. Some jackets are specifically designed for travelers with numerous large pockets, capable of holding items like tablets, books, and neck pillows. Wearing such a jacket effectively gives you extra personal storage space that isn't typically weighed. It's a practical investment for frequent travelers. If you are flying a route or airline known for strict carry-on enforcement, consider checking your carry-on bag even if it's within the weight limit. Sometimes, the fee to check a standard bag is less than the fee for an overweight carry-on at the gate. Check the airline's fee structure beforehand to compare costs. The internet is full of travel hacks, but some are outdated, don't work anymore, or could even cause problems. Relying on these can lead to unexpected fees or delays. It's important to use strategies that are currently effective and won't backfire. Don't fall for viral hacks that are no longer viable. The self-check-in and bypass the agent trick is largely dead. While you might print your boarding pass at a kiosk, airlines have implemented weight checks at various points, including bag drop-off counters and even at the gate. Your bag will likely be weighed or at least visually assessed for size and apparent weight before it gets on the plane. Don't assume you can sneak a heavy bag through. Trying to tape weights or heavy items to a travel companion's bag without their knowledge or the airline's awareness is a terrible idea. This is dishonest and, if caught, could lead to significant issues, including being denied boarding. Airlines take security and baggage integrity seriously. Don't risk it. Packing heavy items in a neck pillow or a hollowed-out book used to be whispered hacks. Airlines and security personnel are now aware of these tricks. While a neck pillow might hold a few small items, trying to stuff it full of heavy electronics is likely to be noticed and questioned. Stick to more conventional and less suspicious methods. Arguing aggressively with airline staff about fees is rarely productive. They are usually just enforcing company policy. While being polite might sometimes help with minor discrepancies, becoming confrontational will likely shut down any possibility of leniency and could even escalate the situation. Approach staff with respect. Don't try to hide obviously oversized or overweight items in plain sight. Trying to carry a massive, heavy backpack as a personal item will draw immediate attention. Airlines train their staff to spot these things. Be smart and subtle in your distribution. Don't attempt blatant rule breaking. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, you might find yourself significantly over the weight limit. Maybe you bought too many souvenirs, or the return trip requires different packing. In these situations, paying the exorbitant overweight fee might seem like the only option, but there's often a cheaper alternative. Don't panic and pay the fee without considering other possibilities. Shipping items home or to your destination is often considerably cheaper than paying airline overweight fees, especially for larger overages. Services like DHL, UPS, FedEx, or even National Postal Services can ship boxes of clothes, souvenirs, or other non-essential items. Get quotes from a few different services to compare costs. This is particularly useful if you are traveling internationally. While international shipping has costs, it's worth comparing a 100+ airline fee per bag to the cost of shipping a box that might contain items from multiple bags. Plan ahead if possible. Shipping can take several days or weeks, depending on the service and destination. Another option, if you have time before your flight, is to find a local post office or shipping center near the airport. Repack the items you can't take into a box and ship them from there. This requires extra time and effort, but the cost savings can be substantial. It's a practical solution for unexpected weight issues. Consider donating items you no longer need or can easily replace. If you have old clothes, toiletries, or other non-valuable items pushing you over the limit, find a local charity or donation bin. It's a helpful way to reduce weight and do some good at the same time. This works best for items you aren't attached to. As a last resort, if you're only slightly over and the fee is manageable, you might decide to pay it. However, always calculate the fee beforehand based on the airline's published rates. Don't rely on the agent to tell you, know what to expect. This should be your last option after exploring all other possibilities. Avoiding overweight baggage fees is entirely possible with a little planning and knowledge. Airlines count on you being rushed, stressed, and uninformed at the airport. By taking control of your packing and understanding the system, you can save significant money and reduce travel anxiety. These practical tips are designed for every traveler, from the budget backpacker to the family on vacation. Start implementing these strategies on your next trip. Check those baggage allowances meticulously. Weigh your bags at home. Distribute weight smartly between checked bags, carry-ons, and personal items. Be aware of airport opportunities like duty-free bags. And have a backup plan like shipping for when things don't go perfectly. Empower yourself with this information. Share these tips with fellow travelers. The more informed we are, the less we have to pay in unnecessary fees. Travel should be about experiencing new places, not about the stress of baggage limits. Take the power back from the airlines. If you found these tips helpful and want to save more money on your travels, make sure to smash that subscribe button. I release new videos packed with practical travel hacks every week. Don't miss out on future money-saving advice. Comment below and share your worst experience with airline baggage fees. Have you ever successfully used one of these hacks? Or do you have a secret tip of your own? Let me know your stories and questions in the comments section. Your experiences help the whole community. Remember, fly smart, not heavy. Plan ahead, pack wisely, and enjoy your trip without the burden of unexpected fees. Safe travels.